Good evening and welcome to Electronic Game Information and our E3 2019 coverage. Before we get into the news and headlines of today, I just want to give a big EGI congratulations to our new NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. Electronic Game Information has happened. E3 has happened. E3 2019 has happened. We are at the very end of the convention. The news, all of the news has come in. All of the games that are going to be announced have been announced. All of the news that we were going to hear has been heard. A lot of things to sift through. The biggest news, of course, for me is that they're going to stop adding new Xbox and Xbox 360 games to the Xbox One backwards compatibility list. The final list has been put out, and unfortunately, we did not get El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. We did not get Otogi and Otogi 2, Immortal Warriors. We did not get X-Men Legends 2, Rise of the Apocalypse, and we did not get Voodoo Vince. At least Voodoo Vince is on Steam. Do we have a slide for Voodoo Vince? Do we have a slide for Voodoo Vince? We don't have a slide for Voodoo Vince. If you could picture Banjo-Kazooie, but with a voodoo doll, maybe there are some Voodoo Vince fans out there who can picture that very clearly and disseminate that image to your friend group as swiftly as possible. I'm sorry, we do not have a Voodoo Vince slide. It's a wonderful double jump spin attack kind of game. Voodoo Vince, it's on Steam. It's $20. We have The Last Remnant has come out on the Switch. Someone must be happy. The Last Remnant, of course, is the unbelievable Unreal Engine 3 powered JRPG where you play as Rush Sykes. Rush Sykes is the protagonist who has now made his way from one system to the Nintendo Switch. Congratulations, Rush Sykes. Congratulations to the Nintendo Switch, a match made in heaven or maybe just E3 2019. We have Two Human. Two Human has been released for free on the Xbox 360. Two Human, of course, is the game that almost ruined Silicon Knights before they made X-Men Destiny, and that completely ruined Silicon Knights. Dennis Dyack, if he's dead, he's rolling in his grave, and if he's not dead, then this will most certainly kill him. So Two Human is for free on the Xbox Live Store. What can I say? It's all different now. It's between the Xbox Game Pass being on PC, the Xbox Game Pass also being Xbox Gold, between the streaming subscription packages like Stadia, like Uplay, whatever Orion is. It's like a hard drive for the internet. The future is here. The future is here, people. So it's time to start figuring out what you're going to do with the rest of your lives, the rest of your life is going to look like. Except for Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV looks like it will stick around for a while, maybe forever. So we're moving rapidly, of course, after this E3 2019 into uncharted territory. Things are getting crazy. This must be what I'm feeling now must be kind of like what the fans of the Pony Express felt after they announced the telegraph machine at whatever the equivalent of E3 was back in those times. I did figure that we would get to this place eventually where we're getting rid of cartridges and discs and moving more towards this cloud-based system, I assumed that we would have to get there, but it does seem that we are going to be getting there a lot quicker. I just thought that we would be, everyone would switch back to cartridges for a while before that happened. So I also need to point out that the E3 Nintendo eShop sales have been posted. So the eShop sales are up. Go and grab some great deals on games that I already bought but haven't really played. So I have a list right here. We have Hollow Knight, which I bought for $11.99. It's currently $7.50. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country I bought for $29.99. As the expansion pass for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that's $26.79, which seems a little weird that they would take off that extra 26 cents, but Sega Genesis Classics, of course, are $29.99 when I bought them. They are now $20.99 on the Nintendo eShop sale. I am about 30 hours into it, so I did get that $1 per hour of gameplay, but $10 off the Sega Genesis Classic still kind of hurts. Same thing goes for Stardew Valley, which I've put at least 100 hours into for $14.99, is now $11.99 on the Switch eShop. And Crypt of the Necrodancer, which I bought for $8, $7.99, is now $3.99. So, hopefully I don't buy any more games. I probably will get Wargroove and Undertale. That's $13.99 and $11.24 respectively. I have too many games. I probably won't get around to playing those games until the prices drop yet again. But that just seems to be the kind of person that I am. Let's check in with Alan on the chat. Alan on the chat, how are things looking over there?
Yes, I can hear you, Robby. Robby, hey, it's E3. Everyone's
Alan,
so excited
it's E3.
for E3.
We made it through. We made it through our first E3 together. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It was it's always nerve-wracking when so many things change all at once.
Yeah, E3 is a wild time. It is crazy. Lots of big presenters, lots of big games, lots of just big loud noises and colors and fun, and sweet people too.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to feel a little guilty because I knew that the eShop sales were coming, and I didn't do anything about it. I could have stopped myself back in December, January, when I was making those purchases, those impulse buys, telling myself that I'll definitely get around to playing these games before they drop in price. But here we are again, E3 2019, and here I am again in that same situation. So feeling a little conflicted right now. Honestly, getting a little down on myself.
Robby, you can't beat yourself up over spending a little too much money on a game that you really like, because it's the E3 week and everyone is just happy to be playing games, and you're one of the lucky people who gets to play games.
Well, I guess I am a little lucky. I'm very lucky that because I did buy Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. It was just on sale. I bought it for $40.
But didn't you already have it for the Wii U?
No, I did not already have it for the Wii U. I had on a separate list of games that I was going to buy for the Wii U. It dropped to $20, but just shortly after it dropped to $20, it popped up.
Wait, Robby, you're still buying games for the Wii U?
No, I have a separate list that is, well, if the games don't come out in time on the Switch, I'll buy it for the Wii U. Because it's a collector's thing. It's like you want the physical games on your shelf. You want to be able to see those things. And the Wii U is obviously a part of all of our history.
I don't understand that, but I'll take your word for it. Back to you, Robby.
Okay, back to you, Alan. Was there anything at E3 that really caught your eye? Something that really made you feel something? Made you feel like you had control of your life? That things were moving in the correct direction?
Every game at E3 was amazing. Even the games I didn't care about were still mind-blowing and cool. The Avengers game, they had a Streets of London, Wild Dogs, I think it was called, and just a lot of fun games. And they had a new Mario. Luigi was made of goo, and it was just fun. It was just a fun E3. It was so chock full of exciting announcements.
Well, there are a lot of exciting things to say, and we are going to talk to the audience in a moment to ask what they thought about E3, about what things excited them. But Alan, I'm going to shoot this over to you. We do have a little bit of a surprise for the audience, don't we?
Yeah, you should. Yes, we have a little surprise for the audience. I think they're going to really enjoy this. Do you want me to say?
This is Robby and Alan. We're here at E3 2019, reporting to you live for Electronic Game Information. Alan?
We're really at E3. Big games, big fun. Let's go.
We're going inside. Goodbye. We're here in front of Borderlands 3. This is Borderlands 3. It's one of the games that's really vying for the best game of show at E3 2019. You can see here these beautiful statues of all the Borderlands 3 characters that you'll be able to choose from when you start your new Borderlands 3 game with your friends or perhaps with AI-controlled helpers.
Yes, you can see they have modeled all the characters, and this woman is about twice or 3 times as big as I am, and I just am so pumped to see what they've done with Borderlands 3. It's going to be a heck of a time.
If you can remember, it doesn't seem that many years ago, no one really gave a shit about Borderlands, but we were just in line for lunch. We got 2 sandwiches, and in the line, what do we hear people saying?
Borderlands 3!
This is Robby Rackleff reporting to you live for Electronic Game Information on E3 2019. We are standing here with the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive Mini, which unfortunately, as we all know, does not include Crusader of Senti, the action RPG for the Sega Genesis that was inspired by the Legend of Zelda series on the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. The Sega Genesis Mega Drive Mini does not include Crusader of Senti.
Yes, Crusader of Senti is a wonderful game. I played Crusader of Senti. I took a bath with Kayla, and it was a blast. It was probably the most fun game I've ever played, and I did play it. And this is such a big Sega Genesis. It's quite bigger than the original Sega.
The Sega Genesis, the regular Sega Genesis, is the one behind the miniature Sega Genesis, which is up in front. And if you come closer, you can see that there are, in fact, 2 Sega Genesis Mega Drive units in this case. This is the real thing. These are going to be jacked up and loaded with remarkable Sega Genesis games.
If I had to pick one of the 2 Segas, I'd pick the really big Sega because it's so big and so impressive. I would blow all my friends away when they come over. They'd see such a very big Sega.
Alan, I have to disagree with you there. I think the one that you want is the one that's smaller because it fits on a smaller shelf area. It has an HDMI output. The original one only has a RF receiver and maybe something else.
This is the most fun game I ever played. I'm not sure which character I am, but it's a very big Sega game.
Alan is, of course, playing as Axel, the character in the Streets of Rage series that is the sort of medium character between the larger, slower-moving characters and the nimbler but weaker, fast-moving characters. Alan.
Yes, I'm kicking this guy in the head. I'm kneeing him in the head. I can't control the character. The buttons are just too big.
That's an EGI exclusive. The Sega Genesis Mega Drive Mini Classic Edition is got an optional massive controller that is not that it makes it very hard to play. Breaking news from E3, this is what the Unreal Engine does now. If you think about games like Gears of War, if you think about games that showcase the Unreal Engine's capabilities over the last 10 or 15 years, you got your Unreal, Unreal 2, Unreal Championship, Unreal Tournament 2005, Unreal Tournament 3. These were all Unreal Tournament games, but now they're changing tack. We've got the Unreal Engine making these wonderfully textured plants, and also I guess the engine is also now the movement of color and light. Alan?
I was inside of an Unreal Engine, and all the processing power of the GPU was making my wings show up in real time, and it was so beautiful, like a dream that I had in heaven. So the way this works is in the Unreal Engine, they harness the power of the GPU, not the CPU, but depending on how good of a graphics card you have in your PC, you can have really beautiful wings, like a fantasy or a dream. Sort of like being on a wonderful drug that's so powerful that it makes you have wings in your...
This is not a type of show that we talk about drugs. The frog has shown up. This is an E3 exclusive. The frog showed up. It's a purple frog. It's different from the frogs that you normally see in the woods. This is Robby Rackleff with Alan Resnick. We are at the back of the Unreal Engine. We're not allowed to go in, but if I can see inside of the engine now, and what I can see is literally perhaps the most powerful graphics in existence.
Yes, we can peek in and get a glimpse at the Unreal Engine, blowing our minds with incredible colors, incredible graphics, real-time ray tracing, and ambient occlusion. It is incredible. And volumetric lighting, and the plants are real. They're not even fake.
If you can remember that E3 back in 2002, 2003, when they showed the Doom engine for the first time and the dynamic lighting effects that it was capable of, you can just imagine that this is at least 10 or 15 times more spectacular. If you can't see, but there's a woman here in the Unreal Engine. She looks absolutely real. I can't imagine how many polygons have been used to construct this incredible lifelike being. Alan, I'm just spellbound.
What I've seen behind this curtain has blown my mind and entranced me in a way that I will never forget. I'll probably never be able to clear the vision from my mind's eye. It will be with me for the rest of my life until I'm an old man who dies.
Alan, that was so much fun, you and me there at E3. What are people in the chat saying about that?
Robby?
Yeah.
People in the chat are just so happy for us because they know we wanted to go and we got to go, so they're just happy. So, someone named Alan, oh, that's me. They're talking about the croc. They're just so happy we're at E3. They're using emojis
at E3. We got to go.
How was it inside the Unreal Engine? It was amazing.
We didn't get to go inside the Unreal Engine, but from the outside looking in, it seemed like it had made a lot of leaps and jumps.
Robby, I did go in the Unreal Engine and I had wings.
Well, you were sort of on the there was an insider area that you were not allowed. We were not allowed into. We didn't have the proper
Robby,
credentials.
I was in the Unreal Engine. I had wings. That was a different part. That was a different part of the Unreal. That was the new graphics card. I was in the old one.
No, all right, fair enough. So let's take some calls. Let's go to the phones. I know people are ready to talk to us about the things that they saw at E3. Maybe they also, a few people on the phones might have actually been able to go, might have been lucky enough to get those badges and go to the show floor for themselves. Maybe they were also able to experience the Unreal Engine, either the older, outer one or the inner, more newer one. You're on the air with Electronic Game Information, or E3 2019 coverage. What do you think? What really got you going this year?
I was pretty excited just by all the talk of kind of, investing your money in games right and making sure that you're getting enough usage out of the games that you buy.
That's a great thing to talk about. It's a great thing that I also heard. I do have a lot of fear that can be assuaged by the fact that it does seem that people are spending more time just making games better, coming up with better updates for existing games, for games that you buy, like free, quality of life updates, like what you're getting with The Messenger or Hollow Knight or even Dead Cells. But here's the thing. I was very impressed. I have to say, I was very impressed with the news about The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch.
How did they do that? How did they get that game on that little tiny Switch?
Caller, how do you think they got the little tiny game onto the little tiny Switch?
Maybe elves or something.
What will it look like? What's it gonna look like?
Yeah, caller, I have to say that you take a closer look. If you slow down that trailer that they showed at the Nintendo Direct right before the E3 show floor opened, you do see some interesting sort of signs on how they might have been able to cram all that game, all that mature content into a single Switch cartridge. And one of the things that really popped out was the low polygon count on some of the things like birds and bodies.
Yeah, you got to get that polygon count low. That's key.
Well, you want to be selective. I think you want to keep the polygon count low on the things that you might not be paying as much attention to. Whereas the characters Geralt and you want to make sure those have as many polygons, especially in the face, as possible.
Yeah, you're telling me the face is important for the polygons.
Absolutely, it's a character-driven story. It's an action adventure. It's an action RPG. It's you got to have those strong characters. You need that connection. That connection comes through the face. The face is the window to the soul.
If you were making Alan in a game, how many polygons would you put in his face?
Yeah, how many, Robbie?
I think it's a tough one because I do think about this a lot. I think that Alan would actually be perfectly realized with just a Nintendo 64 with the RAM expansion pack.
Yeah, I could see that. He does have a 64 face.
Because if you look closely at Alan, he has all these straight angles and kind of like hard lines. When we see him from a distance, he does look very round. He looks very soft. Looks like he just kind of pick him up and hold him closely to you. But the fact is if you do that, you're going to end up with a couple of bruised ribs. You get some of those like bruises on the tips of your fingers that are the kinds of things if you're catching a big baseball, if you accidentally dropped the glove but you still have to catch the ball and you catch it in your hand. That's sort of what it's like to hang out with Alan up close.
Hey, speaking of sports, how about the Warriors pulling out the big championship tonight?
Absolutely. We have to let you go there. Unfortunately, we have another caller on the line, but thank you for your call. Thank you for getting the conversation going. E3 2019, what do you think?
Penis.
What?
What?
Penis.
All right, this is a family show. None
call?
of that. Get this guy out.
Can you hang up on that?
I can't handle stuff like this. It's E3 2019.
It's E3.
I have had a hell of a time. It's all fun and games to watch these. To watch the video that we made and to look at the chat and see what people are saying. But the fact is that it was at best a mixed experience for me. Caller, you're on the air.
Where was Sony?
Caller, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information, E3 2019. What do you got? What do you got for us? No bad words. No talking about drugs. We just had a big upheaval in our community as far as it. The sort of coming. The change that's coming in terms of physical games to cloud-based streaming games.
You said you're talking about, streaming games? What did you say?
I'm talking about the fact that it does seem that at some point in the not-too-distant future, in our lifetimes, we're going to get to a point where physical games are the exception to the rule rather than the norm.
I sort of hope so.
Why do you hope that?
I'm more of a virtual game guy than a physical game guy.
But don't you think that you lose something? Don't you think that you lose something when you don't have that thing where you go and you walk to the store and you got the money that you saved up in your hand and it's cash, it's change, it's things you mowed lawns or raked leaves and you built it up.
Video games versus like sports, like physical games. No, I agree completely.
He's talking about Stadia. He's talking about Stadia.
Alan, we're talking about the meat and potatoes stuff. We're talking about the having the physical thing. We're talking about the sensuality of holding something that you earned.
Well, there's the control. Robbie, there's the controller. They're not getting rid of the
controller. Comes with the system, Alan. I mean, this is gaming 101.
Great, but there's like a certain there's a novelty aspect of just like having the case. Like Animal Crossing, I have every game and I have them in case, I'm not buying that digital stuff.
Did you hear about? Did you see the thing about Animal Crossing? They're going to do Animal Crossing again.
I saw the thing about Animal Crossing.
And caller, you're going to buy that game day one. You're going to put it on your shelf, right?
I have it pre-ordered already as soon as they announced it.
So as the more things change, the more they stay the same. Thanks for your call, caller. I hope Animal Crossing is the game that it should be for people like you. You deserve it. We have time for one more caller, then we got to move on a little bit.
Ask them if they liked the video of us at E3.
Caller, did you like the video of us at E3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
what part?
Yeah, what was your favorite part of the video of us at E3? Robbie,
what camera am I in?
They hung up. Should we show what should we tell them? Can I tell them about the other thing?
Yes, okay, fine.
There's two videos of us at E3.
There's two videos of us at E3. Just in. There's two videos of us at E3. We're going to show one video has been shown. The second video is going to be shown right now.
Right now.
This is Robby Rackleff here with Alan Resnick. We're reporting to you live from E3 2019. We're here at the Alienware paddock. You can see behind me they are running, this is an EGI exclusive, they're running Destroy All Humans on Alienware. Destroy All Humans was, of course, a game that came out in 2003 or 2004, so what we're looking at right now is a 14-year-old game, a 15-year-old game running very poorly on an Alienware computer in the background, so they must be feeling the heat a little bit, especially with all these other booths going on where things appear to be going quite well because they have dedicated hardware that are running games that are made specifically for that hardware. Alan?
That's right, Robbie. The graphics on this waterfall are as good as any Xbox Scarlet or PlayStation 5. You're not going to beat the graphics, and the fidelity of just the amount of water that they're shooting at us is incredible, and it does look real. So kudos to Alienware.
We're reporting to you live from Doom Eternal, the fantastic new Doom game coming to you this Christmas from id Software, Bethesda for the Xbox One, PC, PlayStation 4. Alan?
This game's got a big gun. You can blast up monsters in every dimension of hell, and how cool is that? A big game from Bethesda Studios, same makers of Fallout 76, my favorite game, and I love Doom. We're gonna kill everybody. How cool.
We're going to kill everybody in Doom. But the important thing is I promised myself not that I wouldn't do this, is to remember all the great games that came in the Doom series before Doom Eternal. So let's list them out now. It's Doom, Doom 2, Ultimate Doom, Final Doom, Doom 64. There was Doom 3, Doom again, and now Doom Eternal. Alan? This is Doom Eternal, game of show, in my opinion. Alan?
Yeah, this is the Doom game. It's a crazy game where you blast up enemies, and these helmets look exactly like the Halo helmets, but I guess they're different helmets, but I wouldn't know, and I don't think anyone could tell the difference. Back to you, Robbie.
Clearly very different types of helmets. Power Armor, Fallout, Bethesda, E3 2019. Here at E3 in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, California, it's so hot, but you are obviously wearing the correct outfit for being too hot, unless the sun goes down and you're too cold.
Yeah, totally.
So you heard it here first. When the sun goes down, it gets too cold. When the sun goes up, you better hope that you're wearing something like this. Plus, you can get into that one city that you're not allowed into otherwise. So back to you.
I am here live at E3 2019, and look what we have here. I am standing next to a gigantic, beautiful woman. She is a Final Fantasy lady, and her head is far too big for an average-sized woman. This is a big, big, giant lady, and I gotta say, this is the most thrilling game convention in the world, because where else in the world could you find such a big Final Fantasy lady? Look at her earring. How nice is that? If that was on a normal-sized human, she would have very big, silly earrings. The only thing I can say against this is that it's not the whole body. I wish you could see the whole body and her head was up high and not so close to my arm's reach. I'm having a great time at E3. EGI, back to you, Robbie.
This is Robby Rackleff. I'm reporting live from the micro cabinet section of E3. This is the section of E3 that is dedicated entirely to the smaller versions of the arcade games that you've played throughout your lifetime. Maybe your parents took you to the arcade before they got divorced, and it begs the question. What is this E3 about?
Yes, Robbie, many of the games we've seen this year are far, far too big or far too small to play, and games used to just be the average size of a hand, and now they're really little. We got Mappy, Galaga and Galaxia. E3 is probably the most exciting game convention and the only game convention I've ever been to. We're currently standing far behind all the games and all the excitement, just in a big open empty space. It's the first time in a couple hours where I feel like I'm in a big open space, and I'm freaking out because there's so many games and I just want to go back and play the games. We're behind the Nintendo booth and we can't get into it because there's just a big line. Reporting live from E3 2019, my best friend in the whole world, Robby Rackleff, has been entranced by some sort of new technology. It looks like a weird kind of Nintendo Switch, but totally different. I don't actually know what I am looking at, and it has taken my friend away from me. Robby, what do you think about this?
The ad is almost over, so I get to either play the game or I guess I'm going to learn about this grain-free dog food. So let's learn more about the dog food. This is EGI exclusive. It looks like I'm signing into Chrome now. I'm signing into Chrome here at E3 2019. This is Robby and Alan. We are reporting to you live from a very a secretive area of E3 2019. This is Electronic Game Information's coverage of this particular space. This particular space is, of course, a lot of hidden doors, a lot of secrets to be told, a lot of things that they don't want you to see. We have just stumbled across what I think is a very interesting area of E3, which is this is a company called Virtuos. We don't know what they are, but they do seem to have control over Final Fantasy XII, Revenant Wings, The Last of Us, one of the Dark Souls games, one of the Devil May Cry games, Assassin's Creed Liberation for the PS Vita, and also a game that could be Monster Hunter, but there's definitely a guy next to it that is not from Monster Hunter. It's rife with symbolism, and you see numbers here: 1600, 11, 150, 1300, 15. It's a weird arrangement of those numbers. Alan, are you into the numerology stuff at all?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so 1600 is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. 11 is the age I was before my parents got divorced. 150 is the amount of money that you need to fly from here to New York JFK. It's a $150 ticket on Delta Airlines. 1300 is, of course, the year Magna Carta was signed, and 15 is the year that I got into high school. This is Fernando. He's got a wonderful game called Squish. It stars Skelligoo. It's like a nightmare that you never wake up from.
Yeah, the game's called Squish, and it's basically, in a nutshell, Tetris if you were stuck in it. And so it's a couch competitive fighting game about a bunch of little ghouls who go to a rave, and then suddenly the ceiling starts caving in because the party's just so popping.
This sounds like a terrifying nightmare. I assume this is going to be an M-rated game that children will not be allowed to play.
I think it sounds terrifying, like a nightmare from hell, and I would rather die than be stuck in a collapsing party from the demonscape of hell.
Fernando, are you aware of the Image Comics character from the 1990s, Spawn?
I've always seen the box art to that TV that movie in old record stores.
What's your name, friend?
Christopher.
Christopher, are you at all familiar with the Image Comics character Spawn?
No, I don't think so.
GameSpot is one of those places that has refused to respond to any emails about the game that I made up, the game that stars Spawn and Shadowhawk in an action RPG in the 17th century.
I've been saying this for a while. There is a media blackout when it comes to games about colonial America from indie developers like Robby Rackleff. You should be on that stage talking about Spawn and Shadowhawk and Sean, and they're snubbing you.
They're snubbing me, Alan, and here's the thing is that if just somebody, a publicist or anyone with industry insider information could get me in touch with Todd McFarlane, Image Comics, we could get the ball rolling with Spawn and Shadowhawk. Do you know how to license pre-existing characters.
You talk to the licensing at the PR companies representing those companies?
Alan, do you know what she's talking about?
No, I don't, but I think she knows exactly how to license Spawn, so I think this is the right person to talk to, and I think we're on the right track.
Want to get it from the company that represents them in that level, like Capcom. Capcom can actually give you the rights to do those things. If you probably don't have his number, you're probably not going to make it happen.
That's an unfortunate thing to hear. It's such a wonderful, it's a video game convention. You'd think that the community would gather together about revolutionary ideas. They want to hear the things that nobody else is talking about. You got Todd Howard here talking about Fallout 76. It's a failure. And I'm talking about a game that hasn't even come out yet with licensed characters that I don't own. So what's the lesson?
Well, I would actually, Capcom has a booth here on the other side. You go walk up to Capcom's PR, they run all of their media, just be like, who can I talk to in licensing? And then they'll put you in touch with someone in licensing, and then you put your microphone in their face and say, give me stuff.
To Capcom, we are represented by Pamela now. This is Robby and Alan. We're here at the Capcom booth. Pamela told us to come here to talk to somebody about how to license Spawn without paying a hefty licensing fee. Unfortunately, everyone at Capcom is booked up for press interviews, and so we'll just have to just try again next time, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do. Alan, do you feel like I feel like we've sort of run out of options.
There's nothing we can do. We do have media press badges, but no one will talk to us. I don't know why, but it is a shame.
I feel like they're just kind of trying to press on me. Like it's like a giant hand just pressing down on my chest. So Capcom isn't going to talk to us. So as you can see, Alan, we did have a great time. We walked around the show floor. We met lots of great friends like Fernando with the terrifying game about crushing your friends and causing them lots of pain. We talked to Christopher. Christopher, of course, was a wonderful boy who loved the Super Mario series. Who else did we talk to?
We talked to Pamela, who gave us help on trying to license Spawn, and I still had a wonderful time at E3 despite not getting to license Spawn.
It was a total letdown not being able to license Spawn. We are represented by Pamela Horton now, so if anybody that is out there watching wants to contact her and get the ball rolling with that, we are willing to make some concessions to get that character for less money than it would normally be.
Yes, Pamela, if you are watching, thank you so much for your help now and in the future with this project.
And thank you for Pamela, and thank you God for Christopher and Fernando and whoever else was willing to give us the time of day and listen to the things that we had to say.
I love going to E3 with you, Robby.
It was so wonderful. One of the great things about going to E3, of course, was coming back and finding this wonderful stack of fan art. We had so much to look forward to showing tonight, so I thought I might just get into that before we take any calls, but we will be taking calls momentarily. This is some fan art that came in. I love this piece. It's of course all of these different characters that we've been over the years, all of these different screen grabs from shows that we've done, and it's also your hats and your eye patch and my hat and my wig and the hat that I'd like to forget about, and also you see here is this lovely scoring system. This is like a scoring system that you get at the end of a level in Bayonetta or Devil May Cry that would tell you if you did a good job or if you did a bad job, and if you should not go online to share how your scores are going. So wonderful piece of art there. Here's another great one. We've got this is of course the Blue Leader character. He is being he's just being attacked by the Red. The Red is always attacking Blue Leader apparently, and now this is this is canonical. So that's how it works.
Very cool.
We also came back. I came back and found this little gem. This is just a bunch of pictures of Alan. One of the best things about doing the show with Alan, of course, is the fact that every once in a while, we get just Pictures of Alan.
That's just me.
It's just you. But
Cool.
this is not just you, Alan. This is you and me, and this is me playing a video game, trying to focus. I've got don't see what controller. This looks like it could be a Nintendo Switch Pro controller or wired Pro controller. And there you are saying, "Come on, King, go off. You are so smart. The crowd loves you. PayPal, I'm sorry." And of course, we don't know what you're apologizing for precisely, but it looks like you've got like some gas and you're holding it in. You're going to you're going to let it out, and that's what you're apologizing for in advance. This is a lovely picture of painterly kind of picture of us together. It's a diptych. It's me and there you go. You got your lacy blanket that you love to wear, and me, I've got these beautiful flowers. These beautiful flowers behind me. I've got very broad shoulders. Both you and me both have. You have a very large chest in this picture.
Yes, I do.
Of course, that's not exactly what your chest looks like. Your chest is more sort of like sunken inwards, like a sick man that you might see on on a train in like the 1890s and the Russian frontier. This is a picture of Alan and Robby and the popsicles from the background, the famous popsicles from the EGI E3 2019 background. Alan, of course,
look at what you look like.
I think that here's the thing, Alan.
You're like this.
We're sort of looking away from each other, but in a way, I think we're kind of looking at each other.
Yeah.
So that was from Lindsay Yang. We also, names Isabella Randall, Wyatt Boudry, Aaron Mears, Lindsay Young, and Joshua Mashini. We got this one right here. This looks like a drawing that you might make. This is from Alexander White, a drawing that you might make while you're waiting in the counselor's office while your parents are finding out if they're going to get a divorce or not. This is the kind of drawing that you make when you just want to draw something, but you don't know what you want to draw. Beautiful piece of art from Alexander. Thank you so much, Alexander.
Thank you for the art.
And another Alan. This is a great one of Alan just looking so angry and upset while he pours powder all over himself. He's upset at himself because he disappointed me. And Rachel Vargas sent us this wonderful thing. You're looking sad. You're looking upset. You're just because
there's powder getting in my face.
Obviously, but you're upset at yourself.
It's just because there's powder getting in my face.
Here's the thing: is that you have to look at this, and you say to yourself, "This is what I looked like before E3, and now here I look at you after E3." And you're smiling. You got a big smile on your face, don't you, Alan? Because you got to go to E3. We made a video together. Here's another picture of me. This is me looking sunburnt, and I've got my eyes kind of open in a weird way. I'm not sure what the expression is that I'm supposed to communicate. Perhaps I'm thinking. Perhaps I'm
Robby, you should
just
put
coming
that
up
one
with the kinds of things that
Put that one down and do the next one.
This is from Rachel Vargas. We've got another one. Here's another one of Alan. Of course, very happy to see a picture of himself.
Me.
And obviously making the best of a troubled situation with Alan. Thank you so much, Kendall Godcharles, for the art. We got best friends, Alan and Robby. Alan looks like a real man here. Alan, a lot of times you don't look as much like a man as you do in this picture.
Yes,
but
I
here
do.
you
Look,
are.
that's like a picture
we're
of
best
me.
friends. Brian Kelly sent us this. Brian Kelly, thank you so much for making Alan into the man that he struggles to be sometimes. Here's a picture of me and Alan together with the Minecraft characters, the Minecraft sword, and of course the Minecraft dog. Alan is looking kind of sweaty.
I don't know what that
I'm looking like I've got
on my. What is that thing?
That's sweat. And this is
the animal.
That's the Minecraft dog. It's the Minecraft dog that follows you around on your adventures, Alan.
I didn't play Minecraft.
Well, you should play Minecraft. It's $30 on the Nintendo eShop if you buy it on the Amazon.
If you buy it with your
Amazon.com Prime card, you get the 5% back, and then you put it on the eShop, you get the extra 5% back at gold points. So really, what you're doing is paying $26.99. So. Thank you so much by Misty Pizzuti. We've got your beautiful drawing here. Thank you for putting the stars in my eyes. We have, of course, another lovely drawing of this is a drawing of me from a couple of EGIs.
That's not
we
a
got
drawing.
the blue leader characters. It's a drawing. It's pastels.
No.
It's
That's
pastel
like a photo
crayons,
of
oil
you.
crayons. I don't know what you want to call it. Gouache.
It's a photo.
It's gouache. It's by Stealth Pope, and it's a wonderful thing. We do have one last piece that we're going to show, and this is the big one. It's Sonic and Tails with Alan and me's face on them. So thank
That
you
would
so
be
much
so
for your,
fun
for
if
your,
I-
for your
if
art.
you were
We're going to
Sonic
go
and
to
I
the
was
phones,
Tails.
and we're going to hear what you guys have to say about E3 2019. This was by Junerbug. Hello, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information and E3 2019. We're at the tail end of it. We've got a lot of stuff to think about, a lot of stuff to talk about. What's on your mind?
Animal Crossing.
Animal
I'm so
Crossing.
excited.
Second person wanting to talk about Animal Crossing tonight. Animal Crossing, of course, is coming back to the Nintendo Switch in March 2020. You're going to have an island. You're going to go camping. Is this too close to the mobile game that we had so much trouble with over the past year and a half?
It's going to be fun.
No, I think it's going to be fine because they show houses. So I think you start in a tent, but you get houses. They showed crops. I think it's going to be like New Leaf. The only problem I have with it is that I was hoping they would implement like a split screen for multiplayer, like in the Lego games.
Well, you never know that these updates, they come, they didn't Stardew Valley it comes to mind because that game did not launch with the multiplayer mode. They added it almost 2 years after it came out. Could have been a little bit more than 2 years. So you can't ever give up hope. Hope is the thing that keeps us alive. Hope is springs eternal.
Remember Tom Nook?
Totally.
Remember Tom Nook?
Yeah.
He's so
Yes.
cool. I can't wait.
Remember the part in the trailer when Tom Nook said it was going to cost a lot of money for something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty good joke. So
I love that joke.
save up your Nookingtons, caller. We'll be checking in with you in 2020 for how Animal Crossing has affected your life and affected our lives here at the show. Thank you for your call. We got another call on the line. Hello, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information. What's on your mind?
Well, I think probably the biggest thing to come out of this whole thing is the inclusion of Banjo and Smash.
Banjo and Smash was a big surprise. We were hearing all sorts of news and rumors that, from Microsoft, people thought that maybe they were going to announce that the Game Pass would be coming to the Nintendo Switch. That did not happen. People thought that Shigeru Miyamoto was going to show up at the Microsoft press conference. He didn't. What we got was Banjo and Smash. What did you think about? Was that worth the wait? Was that worth all the hype?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I've been seeing like all these reactions across the board, and everyone seems to be really happy with it. And I do know that everyone in Japan is happy about getting the Dragon Quest Heroes because that's a really popular game over there.
The Dragon Quest Heroes were a big one for me too because here's the thing: is I have been getting into the Dragon Quest series myself. I started with the Dragon Quest DS remakes, 4, 5, and 6. So I've been getting into those, and I find that those heroes, those Dragon Quest heroes, it's worth it. You got to go back. You got to play the history. You got to know your history when it comes to the Dragon Quest games, especially when we got this big Dragon Quest 11 coming out in the fall, and we got the Dragon Quest Builders up on the Nintendo Switch eShop now. You can also purchase Dragon Quest Builders on Amazon.com with your Amazon.Prime store card. Get the 5% back, and then put that as a game voucher onto the different from the other game vouchers. The 2 game vouchers for $99.99. Get the 5% back on your card, then get the 5% back in the eShop points. All right, thank you for your call, Alan. I have a little bit of a surprise for you here.
I'm ready. Whatever you throw it at me, I can take whatever you got to dish out.
I know you can, Alan. I know you're strong enough to take it. I had a contract going with this other video production company.
Can I go? Hey, Robby.
Yes.
Can I come in there with you for the surprise?
No. But I will say that the other video production company that we hired had a contractual obligation, made us sign the contract, which had an obligation that we would also air a second video by them. You remember the video production company that made something for the first episode of our E3 2019 coverage a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
We had to show the other video that they made. So that's the surprise, Alan.
You're talking about you're showing the video that they botched again? Why? I don't understand why you're doing that.
It's contracts. It's legal. It's what we have to do, but friends of the show, Ben and Cricket are in it, so we're gonna watch Ben and Cricket, and we're gonna see how they did in their
Robby,
E3 2019 journey. So take it away.
Robby,
Let's watch the video.
Robby, do not do this. Robby, are you kidding me? Robby.
I was having sex in high school. I was doing cocaine.
My boy Big Ben.
That's right. We're going to go to Big Ben. I don't know what that is, but it's got my name in it, and I'm going to get a selfie with it. We're going to go around and look at the screens, I think. We're here. Oh, hey, what's up? The thing that nerds come to. That's okay. We're going to see who has ibuprofen. We're going to find some Pepto. Sucks no one came. So what do you think of Dragon Quest Builders 2?
It's fantastic.
Awesome. Okay. So, do you know Spawn?
Yeah, I know Spawn.
What's Spawn?
Well, it's a comic book character, and he's coming to Mortal Kombat.
Pretty sure it's a movie. Do you know Robby?
From, I don't know.
Robby Rackleff, he's from Florida.
Oh, I've heard of him.
He made this game called Gloomsbrook. Have you ever heard of Gloomsbrook?
No.
Exactly. Nick, tell me a little bit about G Fuel.
G Fuel is the official energy drink of esports. It's a sugar-free alternative to energy drinks.
I don't like video games. I don't play video games. I'm here as a favor to my friend Robby. Okay, he loves video games. He's wasted his entire life playing them. But I do like drugs. Is this for me?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so we're in a line for a game right now. How long have you been standing in this line for a game?
Not very long, actually, like 20 minutes.
Okay, so it's not a very popular game and people aren't very excited about it. The line's only 20 minutes long right now.
I just saw Detective Pikachu with Ryan Gosling. I think it's awesome that they made it into a video game so quickly. I just think that's kind of what the magic is of games, is how quickly you can make them. Check out this stuff if you're into drugs, if you're into uppers, if you're into pills. Check out G Fuel.
I just think that the Geico lizard is so hot. And like, please don't make fun of me. I know it's embarrassing, but I just also think it's important to always be yourself.
Why I think it's super tight that you just said that is because something that I have always talked about is how sexual energy and sexual attractiveness transcends species. Yeah, I see an animal walking around, it shakes its butt. Do I get turned on? Of course I do. That's just because sexual energy, sexual feelings, they don't have anything to do with, they're not locked in this box of human that wall could be sexy, this floor could be sexy.
Like, what do you think about, I'm just gonna ask, what do you think about angels? What?
Here at Fortnite, I can't wait. I love Fortnite. So I'm super pumped. We're gonna see Fortnite pretty soon. Fortnite's gonna come out, and I give video games a lot of crap, but Fortnite is different. Fortnite, I don't even consider Fortnite to be a video game. Fortnite's real life, okay? Because yes, you can build, you can kill, you can do, it looks like a cartoon and it's fun.
I just wanted to say I didn't think I was going to see much truth here today. This isn't really my scene, but I just want to do a shout out that 25 calories is indeed just the right amount.
This is the original video game right here.
And I honestly owe everyone an apology because I didn't know that that's what games could do. I didn't know that it could be about being so real and like present. Nintendo!
Did we get it? Can we go?
Hi, we're here standing outside the line for Zelda.
All right, I just had about a gallon of G Fuel, and I decided I'm going to start my own streaming service, and it's just this is the thing. You go to Netflix, and it's like, oh, what am I going to watch? I got 1,000. Do I watch the thing? And you can't decide. So my streaming service, it's called Ben, and it's just got one option and one movie, The Legend of Bagger Vance. That's it. You go there, there's no time wasted trying to figure it out. You just go, you type in www.ben, and then you just go there. It's got the one, you click, bam, you're watching Legend of Bagger Vance. Follow me on Instagram @Ben.
Hey everyone, welcome to
Hey guys, we're at the Fortnite. We're at Fortnite. I'm at Fortnite. We finally made it to Fortnite. Fortnite's here. We're at Fortnite. The G Fuel is coursing through my veins. Fortnite's real. It's not a video game. It's real. Wall, ramp, roof, all those things. We got the bus over there, which is. That's what I mean. This people play this, but it's not a video game. It's real life. So it's not. It's real life. Like I said, This is the bus that's in Fortnite.
Okay.
This is, and I don't mean that metaphorically. This is the bus.
It's just like I've heard of Fortnite. I didn't picture it like this.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So check it out. This is Fortnite. Fortnite's like, you're talking to me, and I don't want you to talk to me anymore.
Okay.
Wall.
There's
Now we're
nothing in
separated.
between us.
No, but that's what.
But you said it's real life.
But I'm not playing Fortnite.
Okay, but
right now. I'm just
is it
describing
real life
Fortnite
or is it not? Because you
If I
just
were
said
playing-
wall and there's nothing is what
If I were
Fortnite looks
playing,
like. Because
if I were playing Fortnite right now, there you better fucking believe there'd be a wall. And honestly, I'm using metal to make it because you're being such a jerk. Because I could have done wood or I could have done
guess
brick.
what? I'm gonna take out my hammer.
But metal.
And I'm gonna bang the wall down.
That's not you. Actually, honestly, you almost got that right.
I don't
Okay.
understand why you're like
All
being
right.
so critical of everything I'm saying when like
It's popular. People like it.
Um,
you can do it any time of the day.
you're just describing going to the mall. What is it?
Imagine going to the mall and everyone there has a gun and you have a gun and you have to kill all of them. And they're all trying to kill you. But you can build wall, ramp, roof. You can.
Okay,
Yes.
you build your own mall in
Yes.
the mall. Like you go to the mall and you bring a bunch of construction
Yes.
workers and you're like, I'm gonna build my own mall.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No.
Cricket.
No.
If you started posting more Fortnite gameplay, 1 million likes, 2 million
I don't
likes.
need that. I don't like nature. One of the stop.
Can you?
Understand
If you.
why I would spend money on new skin
Cricket.
when I already have perfect skin.
Cricket.
All these followers and they have a certain image of me and it's so bright. And usually I feel like we're really on the same wavelength, and today at this place there's something about it that is really
It's
messing
because it's
it up.
Fortnite, and Fortnite's cool, and
Stop
you're-
saying Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Stop it.
I'm
the scariest
staying
thing that I have ever seen
here.
in my entire life. I'm really freaking out.
I'm in Fortnite now, and you guys just go.
Okay,
You
fine.
guys should just
fine.
leave.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get the banana skin.
Hi, I'm Cricket and Ben, and
So-
this is Ben and Cricket, and we're leaving E3, and I just want to say, Robbie, I'm so sorry, I was wrong. I made fun of gamers, and now when they handed me this hoodie, I just feel like something changed inside of me, and I just never realized the beautiful spirit and the spirit of generosity and sharing that existed in this community. And I am so proud to be part of the Fortnite community. I'm so proud to be here at E3. I'm so sorry for anything mean or nasty that I've ever said about any of this, because I just want to say that my heart has been changed and it's so beautiful here. I hope that everyone can come experience the beauty that is E3. Robbie, I love you. I am just so honored to be here. Back to you, Ben.
So I got to meet Fortnite today, and that was fun, and I got to ride the battle bus. And I just want to thank God and and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I want to thank all my angels.
Well, I will say this. It seems like Cricket and Ben did have a lot of fun with the Fortnite people over there. Alan? This just in, we did get a couple of final pieces of art. This is me and Alan here. If we can get that up on the screen there, that's Alan and me in our civvies. And Alan's looking. Alan, you're looking mighty fine in this picture. I got to say, you look strong. You look healthy. You look like you look happy.
I don't care, Robby.
Well, Alan, just this is.
I don't care. Why do you keep making the same mistakes over and over again when you promise me that you won't?
I had a legal obligation to let them. Alan, you're looking at this all different. If you're looking at this and you're saying, why don't they act differently? Why aren't they different people? Then you're looking at it the wrong way. Our friends, Ben and Cricket, friends of the show.
They're not friends of the show. They always do weird stuff. You and I had such a fun time at E3.
Look,
and it was such a special moment that we shared.
You know,
and now it's got.
We have another Alan. Maybe this will cheer you up. This is a lovely drawing of you. It's you in the chat. It's you with you're all out. We can't see you, but we can see the matrix and numbers and there's the blanket. There's you and your blanket. Doesn't that make you? Can I just see you smile again? Alan, listen. Ben and Cricket are bad people. We know this. We can see that they've had their own struggles, but they are, bad people can still have good hearts. We've learned that over the years from plenty of video games, plenty of characters over the years that have taught us that you don't have to be one thing or the other. You can be. There's a spectrum.
I don't want them to be on the show anymore.
Well, I can promise you that we're not going to watch any more videos from them tonight. So that's a promise from me to you, and I can make sure that we keep that. Alan, what do you want me to do here? I can't. I don't have any more art to show you. I don't have any more news to give you. I gotta just
Stop letting. It's so hard for everyone wants to go to E3.
Look, they had a great time, Alan. They didn't. They went to E3. They didn't know what they were getting into.
Wanted to go, didn't
they
get
thought
to
they
go.
were going to do drugs.
That means 2 people didn't get to go because you let them go. Okay?
Well, they had press badges that they got through their company. I can't be perfect, Alan. I just can't be the perfect person that I think that you expect me to be sometimes. Ben and Cricket are bad, and they talk about drugs, and they do weird things, and they have all of these issues that we don't have.
They're so weird on the show,
but they're different, and we celebrate diversity in all of its flavors, and that just means that we open our hearts to the people that maybe they're not particularly we're not perfect, they're not perfect. That's all I'm gonna say. So there's no better time, I think, Alan, than Alan, I need you here. I need you present. We're doing the list. Alan, are you ready to do the list? Alan?
No.
Alan, I need you to be manning the chat on the list. This is an important list. This is for me. This is an important list for me. Alan, I need you to take the blanket off.
I don't want to do the list.
We're doing the list, Alan. This is a list of Xbox and Xbox 360 games that they should have added onto the Xbox One backwards compatibility before shutting down that program. Alan, I need you on the list. Alan, can I get you on the list? Come on, Alan, just get out of there. Get out of your blanket. We need you on the list. We got a list of games to go down that we need to make sure that this is the last chance. E3 2019 is over.
Hey, why don't
we've got a couple?
why don't we see if
just got a couple
Ben
of minutes,
and Cricket
Alan.
want to do the list with
Alan,
you?
we just got a couple minutes to talk about games like Dowfang, Fist of the Lotus, Gun Griffin, Allied Strike. Alan, we need you on the list. We need you manning the chat on the list. We got the callers coming in. Callers want to talk
This
about
show is
Xbox
so effed.
and Xbox 360 games that should be on the Xbox One backwards compatibility list. Caller, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information. We're on the list. We are trying to come back from something, and we need your help. We need Xbox and Xbox 360 games that should be on the Xbox One backwards compatibility.
They want Burnout 3 Takedown on the list. They
Okay,
want
well,
Dance Dance
Burnout. There's
Revolution
Burnout
Ultra
Paradise on. They did a remaster of Burnout Paradise, so that should be enough. That should assuage that. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi. What do you got for us? Xbox 360 games on the Xbox One.
They don't want to do the list.
You can't hold back.
They don't want to do the list. No one's
we're
doing
not
the
doing
list.
secrets anymore. We're not doing. We have to. No secrets. Open list. This is Alan and Robby and E3 2019. We're talking about the Xbox and Xbox 360 games that should be on the Xbox One backwards compatibility list. We're talking about games like Gun Valkyrie. Gun Valkyrie, of course, is on the list because Gun Valkyrie was the game that people said would be the closest thing to a 3D Metroid that ever came out before the Metroid Prime series came out. So, caller, what do you think about that?
I honestly I don't know what you're talking about. Like 3D Metroid.
Listen, okay, this is simple stuff. Caller, I appreciate your call. We need your help, but there's only a couple more minutes before we can get this list in. We can get this list down. And caller, here's the thing: is that we need Xbox and Xbox 360 games that should be in backwards compatibility but are not.
Robby, Habanero Nuts wants you to. They say put Alan on the list.
Can we? Hello?
Hello, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information. We're talking about the games that should be backwards compatible on the Xbox One.
Yeah, Condemned and Condemned 2.
Condemned and Condemned 2. Wonderful games from wonderful friends over at Monolith Software. Caller, what do you think about the ending of that Condemned 2? That got pretty wild. Some people say they jumped the shark, but I'm not convinced.
Jumped the shark all the way, but I was on board the whole. I was the fawn. I was jumping the shark with gusto.
Absolutely, Alan. If you listen to the caller, you know.
I don't know what they're talking about, and I don't think anyone wants to be doing this.
People thought Condemned was going to be this game where you just beat up the homeless, and it keeps growing. The story keeps building, and before you know it, you're at the center of some sort of intergalactic event, interdimensional event, and it's a hell of a lot. It requires every ounce of strength that you have. And Alan, I need you here on the list for me. And are you here?
Yes. Alan, where are you?
I'm here. I'm in the chat. I'm on the list.
So, Alan, since you you have all these opinionated opinions, we need you to tell us what people are saying in the chat for the Xbox 360 games.
They just keep saying Dance Dance Revolution, Ultramax, and all the numbers over and over and over again. I don't care about this. Look, it's my E3 badge.
Okay, caller, thank you for your call. We got another call on the air. Alan is out. He's out and about. I don't know where he thinks he's going. Caller, you're on the air.
Can we get Metal Gear Solid HD Collection?
Is Metal Gear Solid HD Collection not on backwards compatible with Xbox One?
I'm pretty sure it isn't.
Well, that is an oversight. God Almighty! I mean, what are they thinking? I mean, that's a classic collection. That you can't get more classic games than 2 and 3.
That and the Silent Hill 2 Xbox original port. You're just saying the original Xbox Silent Hill 2 game, but you're not saying Silent Hill 3, and you're not saying The Room because I think that's the Silent Hill The Room is I think better than people think.
I think better than people.
It seems like a good game. I still gotta play it.
Well, you haven't played Silent Hill for the Room. Caller, before this E3 goes back down into the depths from whence it came, I highly recommend you find yourself a copy of Silent Hill for the Room and play through it, because it is a phenomenal, weird game. It doesn't feel like your traditional Silent Hill game, but you know, it doesn't feel like those crazy Silent Hill games that came out, the ones that were made by the Collective, the people that made games like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and that Indiana Jones game for the Xbox. Thank you for your call. We got time for one more call. Caller, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information. It is The List. We are talking about Xbox and Xbox 360 games that are not on the backwards compatibility list. They're shutting down the program. Caller, what do you got to say?
I think they should put every Guitar Hero game. I think that they need that.
Fair enough. You know, there's a lot of things that go with the Guitar Hero games. Of course, you got to have that controller, so you got to figure out a way to get those controllers to work with the Xbox One. But I think if there's will, there's a way. I watched a video. Hyperkin is got these wireless N64 controllers. These new wireless N64 controllers. They look like a lot of fun. If Hyperkin can do that with the N64 controller, I'm sure that we can get that Guitar Hero stuff going. There's a couple of games left on the list. It's Hunter the Reckoning and Hunter the Reckoning Redeemer on the Xbox. These are Xbox 4-player cooperative action RPGs. It's White Wolf. It's Hunter the Reckoning. It's one of the post-apocalyptic is one way of saying it, but you know, it's just monsters and vampires and you're just blasting. It's hard. It's with your friends. Your friends are together. You're working together, just like Alan should be working with me now. I feel like Alan is leading me out to die in the graveyard, and I'm being attacked by 10 or 12 werewolves and 10 or 12 just weird spirits that just are higher level than me, running out of ammo, and it's bearing down. So that was the list. You know, contracts are binding. There are legal agreements. We didn't foresee that we would have the issues that we did with the video production company that we used to outsource some of our footage. But we have made our peace with that choice, and we have completed our obligation to that contract. So from here on out, we will be doing video production in-house. We will not be featuring any more videos that are edited and shot by people that are not here at the Electronic Game Information headquarters. So that is my promise to you, the viewer. Our contract is completed, so please do not send us any more videos to air with the these vast legal technical paragraphs that of course I can't decipher. Of course that's going to strike fear into me. Of course I'm going to just do whatever you tell me when you send me something like that. But I will not do that again, because clearly that has caused a great deal of disruption. There were a number of games on the list that I did not get to list. I won't go through all of them, but yes, Blink's the Time Sweeper 2 was one of them, and we did not get to talk about Blinks. And now that the Xbox One backwards compatibility program has run its course and the final games have been announced for that, maybe we'll never talk about Blinks the Time Sweeper ever again. And as we go into this new future where we're going to be running everything off of clouds, and we'll have all of these subscriptions and tiers, pricing tiers, and you'll be able to add your Uplay subscription to your Stadia subscription. Things are going to get confusing, and things are going to be different. So let's take some time as E3 sort of becomes a sort of mist that we see from a distance, to think about those games from E3's past, those physical games. The games that you spent your hard-earned cash to purchase. I'm sorry, Alan.
And that was our third episode of E3 2019 coverage. Join us again next week at our regular time. Of course, we got pushed back by the NBA playoffs. We got to see the Golden State Warriors take down those nasty Canadian Raptors. And please join us, join the EGI family at Twitter, at our Twitter account at EGI with Robby. Join us at our Instagram account at Electronic Game Information. I hope that we see all of you back here for our last episode of E3 coverage next week, next Thursday at our regular time. Again, this is Robby Rackleff from Electronic Game Information headquarters, and thank you so much for spending your time with us. But we will have more things to say next week. Until then.
Thank you.